Hi. With Eyes Wide Open, the online event coming up in a few days, a few questions that were submitted had more to do with the event itself. And why have it? Why have an Eyes Wide Open event? Is it that it can help us control our life, our situation, because things seem a little bit out of control, or is it something else? So for me, it has more to do with being a little bit more the narrator of my life rather than having it dictated to me or um, or shown to me in some way as if it wasn't my own. It helps me walk in my own truth, in my own light, without getting all the information from the news and the media and creating a life from that. So as the narrator of my life, I am a little bit more the creator or creative, at least, and I am not as broadsided by life as we all are in some ways accustomed to being these days. So, as a narrator or a navigator of life, then I can find more meaning, more purpose to what I'm doing, to my thoughts and how they are arranged. And so I'm less susceptible to the way that we're pulled and moved with the tides of unconsciousness, I want to say. So it's a way of bringing more consciousness, more awareness to my daily life and abilities. And I hope it'll do the same for you. I do these a couple times a year or whenever the mood strikes. So now. And another question I received had to do with when I talk about the near future or the near distant future. What does that mean? So the near future, when I use that term, it has to do with our life or the balance of our life looking forward. So wherever you are in life, the near future could be anywhere between the next 5 years or however many remaining years there are in your life. So the near future is the value or the distance that one person might travel in a lifetime, or let's say an adult lifetime, as one discovers consciousness and begins to find meaning in life and wants to uncover what things might be about and contribute to ourselves and to others. And so that whole time of discovery, we could say, is the near future. What can we know about our life, our journey, how it's unfolding? All of that is the near future. When I say the near distant future, so it includes this time, our life, but it goes beyond that as well. How far can we imagine ourselves as a species, as this body of humanity, one humanity upon the earth? How far can we imagine ourselves? Is it just a short distance because we're in fear that we might end it all with the planet, with geocide, uh, annihilation of the planet? Is it only just that? Or can we as a species see beyond that? Can we imagine ourselves as Earth dwellers, as dwellers in space, on a space station, on another world, on Mars, on the moon? Can we imagine that? So as far as our imagination as a species will take us, that is the near distant future. And it's flexible time because our imagination of something that seems maybe impossible, then science or another endeavor shows us that it is more possible, then the timelines come in closer to us. So the near distant future is this flexible time and dimension and movement and space and imagination and unfoldment. And it also has to do with what do we trust ourselves with? What do we trust ourselves, our neighbors, our ability to know and to unfold ourselves as a species and to maybe become more than what we are right now. If not in our generation, then future generations. So that is, I want to say, for me, as far as I have been able to see and imagine, it goes out about 300-400 years or so. Beyond that, I can imagine a certain event. I can imagine a few things that don't seem possible now, and I can localize a few different possibilities, but I cannot see people in it. I cannot imagine how we could go from here to there. There's way too many more gaps from there. And so my imagination goes out, I would say, as far as potentially the furthest I can imagine is about 500 or 600 years. And I do much better closer, 200, 300, 400 years or so. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when we are together on June 5th. If you're joining me, I hope you can. And you may have seen another video that I offered about the June 5th Eyes Wide Open event and why I do it, or why you're invited, and I hope you can make it. So live event, I hope to see you there, and recorded event if you can't make it. And there's more details about it here on the newsletter, or any of the ways that you communicate with me about that as well. So that's it for this short time together, and I hope to be with you all very soon. If you saw the cat in the background there, I'm at my friend's house. That's her cat. We're still debating on what his name is. She adopted him recently. I voted for Harold. So that's it for now. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.